welcome. I am the new emperor of the Zyrite Empire, and I would like to tell you a little bit about my people today. It is an honor to meet you. If you have ever thought you wanted to know what it was like to live in the only kind of clean, sanitary, and safe empire in the entire universe, you are in the right place because today we have openings. That's right. For the first time in history, the Zyrite Empire has openings for squishies. Yes, squishies like you. We need workers. Workers. Unpaid, unappreciated workers. But there are advantages. 1, our planets smell better. 2, you get to eat nutritious paste specifically designed to make you healthy and strong for the generator plants. And 3, you no longer have to worry about making decisions for yourself. If you find yourself interested, please stay tuned and watch this wonderful overview of the modern state of the Zyrite Empire. I've been thinking about what our leaders want from us. I've been thinking about 2 of our old favorites that are still around, those being Akun and Quark. They want us to attack these Tebron slobber-faced squishies really badly. They've wanted us to do it for quite some time, but I am not convinced that this is the best thing for us to do. I think instead we should be greedy. I think we should take all of our alloys and just invest it in expansion, specifically fleet expansion. These guys have lots of allies now, right? Both of them are going to get defended if we try to attack them. And there's also that super inconvenient thing that we have to attack them both at once because we don't border all of this guy's territory. We have to get through this guy, and he is allied with our worst enemy. These guys, who are superior to us and are probably going to kick our butt. So our hope is that we can, let's just colonize this. Our hope is that we can build up to the point where we can make some bolder moves, but we need time for that. I mean, there's really 2 ways we could go. At first, I thought we might build some, we're going to call this a Flemoth Wog. At first, I thought we were going to build up soldiers, but it's going to take a really long time. We'd have to convert a planet for it, and I'm not really sure I'm into that. So our jobs are pretty good on Earth. We have 1 job here, so let's build an industrial district. That's good. We have no jobs here. Let's build a mining district. Good. It's a tech world, so we want it to be able to build more buildings. Yeah, we'll build them. I'm not sure. Mining district. We're going to go through all of these and figure out what they need to have built on them so they can all have jobs. That is done. Now that we have gone through all of that, we can move on to the next part. There are so many next parts. Oh, we have 2 colonies named the same thing because they named 2 different colonies Wog. Okay, how can we fix that? We can't fix that from here. We may have to rename the old colony to fix that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to rename the old colony to fix that. That's a little weird, but whatever. It's gonna be so confusing to these people, especially or tourists, right? They're gonna go to a Flemus Wog, and they're gonna be sent to the other planet because the planet that used to be called Flemus Wog is now going to be called Flemus Wig. That's a little weird. Is that a little weird? I think that's a little weird. Okay. Weird or not, we're doing it. There's really no other way to fix it. We're almost ready to start turning that into a relic world, which will be awesome. I mean, into an Ecumenopoli, which would be awesome. Got to get this collapsed spire, and we've got to get 0 gravity something construction, I think it is. We want to sort of get an infrastructure built using spaceports, right? So just like looking at our trade here, we want to get an infrastructure with spaceports that does 2 different things. We want it to be able to move slaves around, taking advantage of the new patch today, where the transport hubs on your space stations can move your slaves and robots. So as many planets as we can are going to want to have space stations over them, as many as we can do. We're just going to keep increasing that over time. Some space stations will, of course, have to stay combative in nature, like because we're going to still need to defend our borders, right? There's so many squishies around us. But specifically, we want to make sure that every planet that can has a black site for the stability and a transport hub for moving the slaves. Lord Emperor, your father he was a bully, and he was an arse. Arse is the right word? Yes, arse is the right word. Arse is definitely the right word, Arkham. It is the word the squishies use for the part of them that disgusting stuff comes out of. Arse. Yes, my father was an arse. We all know that. Why have you come here to tell me something we all know? I am busy planning our future. I am busy designing space stations, moving slaves, breeding slaves, and managing all parts of what makes us strong as a people. War makes us strong as a people. Your father, I tried to retire. He brought me back promising me war and threatening me with murder. Yes, he's always threatened people with murder. He threatened me with murder all the time, and I always did everything he asked. Now, Quark. Calm down. No, you're spending all of our funds for making my ships on unnecessary space stations. You are somehow finding a way to be more annoying than your father. And it doesn't matter because I am still the Emperor. So, you're gonna have to put up with it, boys. It's time for some peace. And we're also going to try specifically to get all of our trade collected because it's literally just resources that we're leaving in space for no reason. We have lots of stations available to us. The big downside, though, is that there's a really good chance that waiting as long as we do to build our fleets up is going to make one of our neighbors get a little bit handsy, a little bit touchy, a little bit overzealous. We're all about consent here in Zyrite land. I mean, consent about what we want, but not for others. Squishies don't get consent. Squishies get boiled and cooked into fuel for power, right? I finished that up with my mouse over top of proclaimed superiority, and that wasn't on purpose. Absolutely, we're going to finish that. You know, we're just going to finish all of these. I just want them gone. We're just going to do all of them. Every single one of these situations that we've been holding off doing, we're just going to do them all out. Why not, right? Right in the middle of building out all of these spaceports, we're just going to finish our unfinished business. We're using our construction ships to start filling out these space stations finally. The construction ship on the left, out of the wing there, is going to go up and finish the top stuff, and the construction ship down here in the south, on this little bit that sticks out, is going to just snake around the bottom. Where is this? Oh, this is Cowig. Cowig is supposed to be a trade hub? Yeah, Cowig is supposed to be a trade hub. Anyway, we're trying to clean our empire up, okay? If it means that there's no war for like, I don't know, 30 years, and that's just how it's got to be. We need to put stations into space, we need to unify our people, we need to create a transportation network so that we can move our slaves around without having to pay for them anymore. We need all of it done, and we're willing to invest in it, even if it means when we get that gene mod point, we're going to make ourselves intelligent. That's pretty cool. We're waiting for that before we adjust our genes, because we don't want to go halfway or have to do it twice, right? We got colony ships out to get most of our planets. Complete. Finally, looking around, this is finished, so we just need to upgrade it. We got tons and tons of new stations being built. Product complete. We're actually moving along quite quickly, which is nice. And there is the secrets of the Voltrum. So much physics research and research speed and amenities forever. It's really great. Really great. We did good, everyone. We found a whole bunch out about some disgusting, gigantic, wormy squishies. Yeah, another trade hub finished. Look at all these stations coming in at once. This is 5 stations we just upgraded in a single batch. Our construction... Ooh, this is good. So, the first one gives the psionic barriers, but we have good enough shields already. It doesn't give the psionic shields, it gives psionic barriers. The second one, though, gives us, permanently gives us the portal scientists and makes this world so that it keeps getting the portals. I wonder if we'll lose the portal scientists when we make it an ecumenopolis. I hope not. Because that's a really, really, really good benefit if it gets to be kept on the ecumenopolis, because the population on that world is going to be so high. Like, it's probably, I don't know, probably goes away. I think becoming an ecumenopolis destroys all special blockers. Well, we're going to find out, right? It is a special blocker that gives us those, right? It's a special... Oh, yeah, there it is. Portal Research Area. So it is definitely a planetary feature, a special planetary feature. Which will probably be destroyed by the ecumenopolis. I don't know. I don't actually know. I hope not. This is really cool. That's a really good result to get on that planet. Maybe we should consider not turning it into an ecumenopolis just to keep that benefit. That's a thing to seriously think about. Look at all these space stations. We probably shouldn't be doing this. It's probably a bad idea. So many space stations. Think of all the fleets that these space stations represent. We could have the biggest fleet in the area. We could be attacking all of our enemies. Occam and Croc must be so angry at the new Emperor for deciding to do this. Orbital rings. I was so excited about them, but I have no plans for building them, but I'm still excited about them. We need citadels, and we need battleships if we're going to move towards getting megastructures. The long-range mineral scanners are good. The citadels are probably more important. Let's just click citadels. Yeah. Yeah. Citadels are technically less important. Battleships. Citadels. Battleships. Citadels. Battleships. It is going to be citadels. We need them both anyway. Every single one of these is going to full size. We are putting such a huge amount of alloys into this project, but we need to solidify our trade force, have our defensive points so that there's no piracy, and we need to build anchorages because it would take us forever at this point in the game to get our naval capacity from troops.
We have mastered a new technology.
Probably wrong. Probably could do it the other way, but doing it my way anyway. Nobody asks the Emperor permission. No, the Emperor doesn't ask other people for permission. People should ask the Emperor for permission. I know what you're thinking, Gorn. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why are you filling all of our cities with disgusting, stinky squishies? No, my lord, I wasn't thinking that at all. I actually know exactly why you're doing it. You're doing it because they make excellent slaves and they keep us out of the generator plants so we can do useful things for society. Gorn, I've been spending too much time around Gark and Occam. I've just gotten used to people naysaying everything I do. Well, they do have a point, my lord. We do need ships to defend our borders. Space stations, my lord. Space stations to defend our borders. Ships are small, and they explode. Space stations are large, and sometimes they still explode. They also can't get out of the way. And listen, our future is in space station. If you build a space station, you can build a transit hub in it. And if you have a transit hub, you can haul the slaves from planet to planet. Is your slave too stinky? Send him someplace else. Maybe you prefer the stench of a different kind of stinky. We need infrastructure, my man. We need infrastructure. But we do need to be able to defend ourselves with space stations. Of course, my lord. We'll defend ourselves with space stations. I truly hope that it's enough. Okay, this guy is done. I saw that out of the corner of my eye there. Let's send him up to grab this one. Puts him more towards the center, which is where we want him to be. Ryak and Runum are both fully operational mooring points for fleets that we are so far away from building that it's not even funny. Our defensive perimeter is going to really, really, really suck. There are those. One of them's named Occam. One of them's named Quack. Who would tell you that I probably should build the fleets first? Or, as a compromise, I should build a couple of anchorages and then the fleets.
Construction complete.
Luckily for me, they don't get to tell me what to do. Oh, we're gonna get the Omni Codex. The Omni Codex is great. Omni Codex is free slaves on a cooldown. I don't think there's anything more useful than that. I feel like there's been a big change in the way that the Zyrites live their lives, though. I mean, they still hate squishies, but they're used to seeing them around now and how they smell, because there are slaves on almost every single one of our worlds at this point. Every world has slaves. For a xenophile, it would be great to be able to bring back extinct races and give them another chance at existence. But me, a xenophobe, just thinks that they're probably most suited for labor in the places that I would prefer not to be. This world's name is going to be Flamus? No, it's Stelluk. It's Alpine. Stelluk sounds like a cheap brand of rum. Probably has like a picture of a pirate, but not a cool pirate like Cap Morgan, but like just some generic pirate, or maybe even just a pirate hat. Can't even go to the trouble to get a picture of an actual pirate. It's like, that's the kind of rum that Stelluk rum is. So hard. So hard. So hard. It's been like 10 minutes. Oh, that's an exaggeration. But it's been a long time, like at least 3 minutes, and it's so hard. I want to take Voidboard just because, you know, I'm such a Void Dwellers player, but I can't build my own worlds. I don't even have fleets yet. Imperial Prerogative is just straight good. One Vision, Eternal Vigilance. Eternal Vigilance sort of feels like something I would do. Like, that feels like what the Zyrites would do, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 10 more minutes later, we are finally almost done. I think it has. I've been looking at this. It's driving me. We can't make decisions. We're the worst emperor ever. I want to be Voidborn. I want to have one vision. Yeah, maybe I should just take one vision because of the irony of taking one vision after I spent like an hour not being able to decide what to do. It's not been 20 minutes. It's not been 10 minutes. I'm bored. It's just not the right choice, but I wanted so bad. Like, in my heart. You know I'm going to take it eventually, right? Like, I'm going to leave something behind that most people consider essential to playing, like, the second megastructure one, the one that gives you, like, ring worlds. I'm going to have no ring worlds, but I'm going to have the best. The best. Yeah, still in the menu. Still can't decide. Okay. Enough of this. We're taking Eternal Vigilance. No, we're taking one vision. We're not taking Consecrated Worlds. We're taking one vision. One vision. It's so hard to decide. Can't be undone now. I guess it's one vision. We had 15,000 different singular visions of that one vision right there. So I've made the executive decision that I need even more stations. So we're going to map the stars off, and we're going to put Fortify the Border on. Yeah. It'll also get it done faster. I mean, we're always going to be, you know, I think we'll just pay for it. We'll just pay for Map the Stars. There's not that many more stars we can explore anyway, so we might as well just finish it. We can pay a little bit of Unity out to finish up our job as fast as possible. We are reaching around the bottom of Tebron. Slimy, slobber-faced, disgusting, squishy confederation here. Reaching our very, very strong hard arms underneath them to eventually crush them between our forearm and our bicep. This guy. So we have this scientist. I don't even know where he came from. He's literally been here forever doing no job at all. He is not being paid anymore because, you know, I don't know why we're paying him to sit around. He should be in a spaceship doing spaceship things. That's what scientists are for. Why do we have a scientist who's not in a spaceship doing spaceship things? It doesn't make any sense. Was he from an event? Did we buy him and not need him?
Construction complete.
Probably happened earlier and I forgot about it. I don't know, but his days as a layabout are done because I am not tolerating that. I am not paying for a scientist. Not when putting him in a spaceship and having him do something useful will make him free. So I'm thinking, now that we have some fleets that aren't complete trash, I mean, they're terrible, but they're not complete trash. This Corvette fleet is the biggest joke in history. It loses so many ships every time. It is a waste of alloys, but am I going to just dispose of it? No, I'm going to keep using it and refilling it and reusing it like the complete fool I am. Why? Because That is Croc's fleet. And Croc is a badass who likes tiny corvettes that blow up in one shot. That's just his way. That's just who he is. You wouldn't ask Croc to change, would you? I mean, I'm not gonna. He'll probably kill me. He's a really talented admiral with an entire fleet of corvettes, and I'm just a guy sitting in his office pretending to be an emperor. My lord, why have you come to speak with me? You have refused my multiple requests for more corvettes. Every time I ask, you tell me that we simply cannot organize a fleet that's even larger, made solely of corvettes, and I know that it's not true. I am a logistics expert. There's no way that you could manage all of these wonderful, tiny, speedy little ships if you didn't know exactly where everything goes when it's time to... Clark, I wanted to talk to you about the costs in Zyrite lives that you're... My lord, you've never counted costs before. No, but those were squishy slave lives, and your corvette fleet, it's killing actual Zyrite. Yes, it's killing them with honor. Their families don't think that's a good enough reason. It's killing them in service of the Empire. I'm not sure the Empire, represented by me, the Emperor, really wants to kill the sheer number of Zyrites that your operations are destroying. Every time you fight even the smallest thing, crews of hundreds of well-trained Zyrites meet their death. And that's on a good day. My lord, you must... I am the greatest admiral this empire has ever seen, and I am telling you that I simply cannot see winning our battles with anything other than any little defenseless corvette. You used the word defenseless. You know, you ride around in one of those things. I know, thrills and ride around killing squishies on a... Oh, Clark, there is something wrong with you. Yes, my lord, but I still the strongest fleet in the empire. And there's one word you gotta remember when you're thinking about taking it away from me. What is that, Clark? Coup. Yeah, let's get closer to exploring those wormholes. I mean, that isn't that. That's experimental subspace, which lets you jump when there's no path. But it is... I think it leads to it. At least it feels like it does to me. I never remember... Anyway, I do not have the tech tree memorized, because that would make me crazy. To all those of you who have the tech tree memorized, I stand by calling you crazy. I mean, I'm impressed. It's like the impressive kind of crazy, not the other bad kind of crazy where I'm not impressed, but still. Here we are again, flipping through all of our colonies in a row, checking what jobs we have, checking what we need to build, and making sure that we keep ahead of our unemployment. So many stations. 5 stations just popped as being completed. I like 20 fleets worth of resources have gone into making this network work. But when I'm done, we are going to have every single trade value in my entire empire collected and safely delivered to the capital, where we can turn it into a relatively small amount of energy credits that we probably could have got more efficiently by doing something else. In fact, it may be that all of that trade value is not even going to pay for the upkeep of the stations we get, but doing it anyway. Okay, so we want to build a targeting uplink on this one, and we want to build trade hubs here. 2 trade hubs, yes. Oh, we've run out of alloys. Well, you know what we're going to do then? We're going to sell TVs, dining room sets, and brand new couches. Listen, this is a good idea. We really should probably eventually pick up rare crystal manufacturing. These other things feel better, though. Everything feels so much better. Corvette build speed doesn't feel better. We're probably never going to use that again. That's not true. You know, every time Quack takes his fleet into battle, we need to make like 100 new Corvettes for him, right? He's probably lost his fleet times 20 Corvettes since he's been an admiral. Oh, yes. Free slaves. We'll just stick them on Stellaris, and any that overflow, we'll find some place to move them to, because slaves are easy to resettle. New colony means robots and mining districts. Robots and mining districts. So now we have the technology needed to get rid of our one flaw and replace it with intelligent, right? That's what we're going with. Intelligent? I mean, I don't know what else we would take. Psionic, industrious, natural sociologist, intelligent? And let's just do this now. Let's just do it. There's no point in waiting. Let's just do it now. All Xyrites are now brilliant and psionic. The crystals in our head have created a kind of synaptic pattern of electricity that just makes us much more mentally active than we ever were before. It's wonderful. Crystal Head has done so much for our civilization. I want them to stop being weak, because it makes them bad slaves. Sedentary's not bad. I mean, it's not like they go anywhere anyway. They just live on their planet and get smashed into paste that used to make electricity.
System survey complete.
Are the only people who actually will defend them right now? No. No. The whispers of Occam and Croc in my ears are not going to convince me to get off of my plan to build 1 million space stations. I don't really know what to do with you. Oh, this is a...
Construction complete.
A stagnant empire, and it is really close. It's really close. I am deliberately not looking at it, even though it's really close. And they are xenophiles, which is cool, usually, because they're the nicest ones. Unless you're xenophobes, then they hate you. They're also squishy, spider, disgusting things, which, I mean, it's like the worst kind of squishy, spider, disgusting things. Anyway, I was going to say, we really probably should actually do the thing with our fleets we said we were going to, and kill all of the space threats, just so that we can clean up our mess, you know? There's so many planets up there. It's a lot of planets. There's 4 planets up that way, plus this one, and the one to the left of it. If we can take all of that, that's going to be super good. Just reach all the way around them. They won't mind having no place to go and being surrounded by our very, very rocky selves on all sides. They won't mind. They won't mind. They won't mind. Yeah, this whole area is so dangerous. We've got this, like, cancer that we're sort of growing around. We don't even know anything about the boss Pachu High Kingdom. And the Vor Ancients, they're right there. We can't deny it. They're right beside the Shroud. They're right there. Increase weapon strength, I guess, even though we don't need it.
System survey complete.
Less likely to give us a bad outcome.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
There they are, all of our beautiful stations again. Ready to upgrade. Ready to advance our investment. I don't really think there's anybody who could take this from us, unless that's just something I don't know. Science isn't that great yet.
System survey complete.
Better. Our planets are all still doing pretty well. Oh, that's nice. 0 point power. There it is. I want planetary shields with 0 point power. Everything's good, but 0 point power. We gotta take it, because we're trying to get megastructures, and it's such a rare technology that we need to get as many chances to pop it as possible. And there's another wormhole. That could give people a passageway into our back door. That might not be great. So far, so good, right? Everything is going the way we wanted it to. It's not turned out bad. Nobody's declared war on us. We still have no fleets. We're still resisting the urge to obey those 2 old men who are going to literally live forever. I think at this point they're like going to get to be 200 years old. So they're going to see war again, right? Yeah. You guys can wait. You guys could give me 30 years. It's not even been 8 yet. Not even been 8 yet. Maybe Occam can just retire for a while. He can come out of retirement when we have things to fight again. This battleship, this cruiser fleet we built forever ago still only has 3 ships in it. We haven't built a single ship for it because every single alloy that we make goes right to our enormous number of space stations. 14 of 17.
Construction complete.
We will finally colonize this planet that's been here forever, where the ghost ship was. The ghost ship. The Flamos Ios. There we go. Definitely not a Mass Effect reference. So, our stupid construction ship has stopped doing their work. Stupid amoeba in one of our stupid systems. So we're going to have to make him passive, which means he's probably going to eventually get killed randomly, just so that we can send him over here and do the menial work. That's 6. Physics is just so annoying. It's going to be there forever. I don't have any idea how to make it work. I guess if I took the station away, I could get it. Okay, let's just keep modifying these guys. Keep applying the template. Keep making all of them better.
Updated.
We can make even more food out of them. Am I right? Yeah. Definitely. They are a great source of food. Nutrition for everyone, right? They got the shields and the armor down, but they're having a hard time with this one space station. They're not going to do it. The space station was enough, which means we moved our fleets for nothing. We moved our fleets so we can get rid of them forever. Our empire is looking kind of weird. We have this big, disgusting, brain-like cancer in the middle of it, and then our lovely original wedge over here. These guys have no one who will defend them if I attack them. That's tempting. I can hear the voice of Croc and Occam just saying, "There's vulnerable squishies right next to us." But that would require me to build the fleets that I never built. That's the only problem. I ain't got the fleets. I could be building them now, I guess. So this attack needs to be pretty planned, right? We wanna make sure that things happen pretty good here. We don't want to attack all these guys at once because we don't have the strength for that. We need to sort of break them up into groups. We need to kill like the couple at the start, maybe just these guys at the start, and then we'll try to pull out some guys from the center. You know, yeah. Get in there, Croc, with your insane 10K Corvette fleet, where literally captains are gonna die en masse just so that you can have the hubris of flying around an all Corvette fleet that probably should have been scuttled like 100 years ago. Okay, we're gonna get these guys here. Good. Yeah, the all Corvette fleet is performing pretty well against these. It's about to change. Okay, no. Oh, there's one dead guy. There's two dead guys. There are two. Oh, there's three dead Corvettes. That's three. There's when Corvettes disappear, they didn't run away. That's not a thing. So we lost like, I don't know, 5 Corvettes or something there. It's fine. It's fine. And we didn't even think twice about rebuilding them. Right? We're not gonna let the fleet die and move Croc to something that makes sense or spend our alloys on good ships. No, we're gonna build more space stations and more Corvettes. That's who Croc is to me. He's the wild guy who basically runs a fleet of Corvettes, piloting like from the deck of a Corvette himself, watching as all the Corvettes die in honorable combat, wondering when the combat's going to be, where the ship that blows up is the one he's on, you know? And done. Battleships. That's cool. Something we can't even build. Oh, weather control systems. We need that because it leads to 0G construction, which is something we need to turn Kenvos Thea into an ecumenopolis. They've asked to be subjugated. How cowardly. What? Can't take care of yourself? Can't take care of yourself? Ugh. You know, the ability to make decisions about the fate of your empire is one of the most important one of the most important rights of any sapient species, which is just more evidence that the squishies really aren't sapient at all.
Construction complete.
They're like crystal dogs, right? They have just enough intelligence that you can believe they're on the same level as you when you got that right emotional state, when they're showing you all that love they have for you in their heart. But the rest of the time, you know, they're just really they're really not that smart. I mean, they're not stupid. But no. You know, cats are smart. Cats are rocks in this discussion. Cats are smarter. That's cool. There's some space cows here. Moo. We have so many colonies on this this southeastern fringe now. We have built so many colony ships.
Construction complete.
Keep adding more and more. This is another arid world. The last one was Savannah, I think. But I mean another dry world.
Upgraded.
So Flamos Food. We're just gonna keep food. Flamos Food. Yeah, that's its name. Flamos Food. So I want to build my first habitat, and to do that, I am going to have to take even more money and use it to buy more alloys, and then take those alloys and spend them not on ships, but on our first habitat. I want to turn Sussen into a fortress system, and since there's no planets in the system I can use, I got to do that with Habs. So that's just what's happening, right?
We have mastered a new technology.
This is robots and mining district. All new colonies, all start the same. That's the great thing about Subterranean, specifically when you're Lithoids. Every single colony starts with some housing from a mining district and robots 100% of the time. It's time to send our fleets down to finally take care of the dangers in the south. Oh, that system is so good. Look at all the resources that came from researching the system. It was a really good idea to clear out those amoebas. We got tons of tech and so many resources. Really good. So we've decided where our next sector is going to be. We're going to put it down here. We got to fit multiple sectors in here. There's no way they'll reach very far, so we're going to put it in here. It's also going to get a station so that it can collect all the trade around it. It's Canvas. That's cool. It's going to be our relic world. That's really great. This guy who likes to beat slaves is going to be our boss. What can I say? It's his way, I guess. Maybe he's nice to them. I don't know how it is he gets extra work out of slaves, okay? I just assumed. Because slavery is evil, I just assumed it would be in the worst way. Maybe he's super nice to them. Maybe he gets the best work out of his slaves because he's just so super nice. New colony equals robot and mining district. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 green avatar. Yes, green avatar. Now, is it going to be a troops avatar or is it going to be a space avatar? Oh, space avatar. Come on, space avatar. Come on, space avatar. Where is it? I don't see any troops. Oh, no, it's a space avatar. That's good. Oh, space avatar. I love you. You're my favorite. All of my insanity has been validated because the Shroud has given us an avatar that has helped us have enough fleets that we're not completely crappy. Wonderful. Thank you, Shroud. Thank you, Avatar. I wonder where we're going to put that avatar, though. Okay, let's just look through this. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. It's Interstellar. Oh, assholes on the other side of the damn thing. They are like our worst enemies. They now have 2 paths into our empire. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? You know, they're probably gonna declare war on us as soon as they can. I really should have listened. I really should have listened to them and built a proper army. We are so weak and they are gonna so attack us. I mean, I should have listened to Quack and Occam. No, I shouldn't have. I'm never wrong. Everything is fine. No problems here. Nothing bad is going to happen. Everything is perfectly fine. I guarantee it. And now, as you can see, the hubris of the new emperor has brought us to a place of great vulnerability against the squid-flagged squishies far to the north, and somehow also now simultaneously far to the south. If you find that you are interested in the future fate of our people, please subscribe. I promise you, it won't be pretty.